break shot.
Yeah, seems to consistently get a look on the blue.
Kind of drawing the ball off of an angle, using that stroke to overcome that angle. Went ahead, Noy Open, runner-up at European Open. Of course, with Mickey Krause making what you saw for them to get into this final 10, and maybe they make a move.
Well, my guess for you would be, yeah, that's
the setting, and maybe getting too worried about these races to 5 at first. You know, you realize it started off losing his first 3 and made up as much ground as anyone. Yeah, really good. And still here, though, for sure.
Yeah, kind of a blind ball that you're going to, never easy. Speed.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you get a little, you might get on top. And, of course, these aren't the toughest tables I think we've had on tour, but they're very demanding. So, watch out, cue ball. It needs a help here. Buddy players' corners. Looking past this PLP. I'd tell him, hey, go. Yeah, and I think if the 4 was a little more open, because he's got to play odd position on the 3, even with ball in hand. Yeah, I think it's when you flinch on that stroke, right? It really wants that, make that pocket shrink a little bit for some reason. And all right, the 2's upstairs kind of by itself. That's always a good sign. He just looks as in form and consistent.
Look out here. That cue ball bent on him, and yeah, that's not going to get it this time.
No, and doable, but I like the draw stroke.
Wow, he got into it well. I mean, I think he got into it a little
elsewhere, but I think the alternate break, I think the shorter races, and that rhythm, a gear, you might call it, because he certainly can have that. All right, unfortunate. You know, somewhat of a grind feeling, I think, for most players, and that's going to rub off on it.
Here for Kledio after a pretty severely overcut 6 ball. Clean, give him a little confidence, just punch one rail out. Oh, he likes drawing up towards it. I feel like that's pretty dangerous, but
move it. But again, like we talked about yesterday, what I see with him is he really has kind of all the different do wonders moving forward for young Kledio Kaci.
Well, you said something yesterday that I've kind of.
You talked about it, Latin. Now, did he? Oh, he's going to get him on the rail here. Key to cut off here. Cue ball has too much speed. If you get too thin, has not enough speed. Something like this could have happened. But he did place the cue.
It didn't really ever seem settled, and it was makeable with short side position double J.
This, of course, when the ball's in the air, it's easier to get a little thinner hit. You hit a little towards the side or top left like that. Yeah, it just depends on how it's sat, right?
Exactly know where the pink was going to finish there. Here. Maybe the equipment been cleaned up a little bit for today.
Moisture in the air. Been raining ever since last night. A few of the players at talked about Yap earlier. I do expect him to give you hard to ever try to say perfect pull, but very tidy with the cue ball, and he's had some unexpected misses at.
Oh, no, that's really one of the better hits he's had. Corner ball.
We'll talk about these great players. You can kind of hear the connection on the rack when it's good. Go out and put a hair left English here to open the cue ball.
Yeah, you just don't want, yeah, and he's highly aware of it. You just don't want to have to overhit this ball and come.
Yeah, and, you know, mathematically, I think it only makes sense, but to really hurt you trying to make that final cut.
Almost seems. All right, look out here. Earlier in the week, and maybe it was Sanjin that didn't want to probably end the night and come back the next day and start playing again. And just a little bit cold coming in. I expect him to get better throughout the afternoon.
Yeah, and you know.
On the cue ball, let's see if it tracks 2 rails. There we go. That's the kiss JJ was talking about. Much better.
Like the overhead, but maybe not. Maybe about the same. 2 rails above the pink here. No reason to flirt with that ball.
Yeah, I think he might have just got into the cue.
Yeah, good decision there. You want to make things easy, get into the 6.
Yeah, really good. Really good look at how effortless and natural the young man can be.
Through the years, of course, he's not quite as big as older brother, but through the years, the pro scene, the top sounds like a hair of an underdog, usually wins most of those matches, even against a big name or someone that we know.
It was leading 4-1, now 4-2. If
yeah, that's just the safest play. You really come 2 rails and go. Ease this off the second cushion. This has got to slow down a little bit. I think it's going to be all right, but he needs an hour natural ability. I think that gets overlooked. So,
yeah, I always felt like this was a concern. That's why I did touch on take. Okay, I get why he banked it there, I guess.
100% away from the pocket. Good smart shot there, and by design trying to go into the 7.
Oh, and it was.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll get another look to bump it. Okay, could get some draw. Nice shot. A shot that's overlooked. All right, a routine 9 ball. Pretty good position here on the second stage. Both these players will be back today.